joined today by a very fast becoming friend who is also a massive advocate of nature. So I am joined today by the wonderful Benji. So Benji, what does nature mean to you specifically, and what do you garner and gain from coming out into nature? And obviously from hanging out with you today, you're an amazing tree climber. You're way more nimble than I am. I'm quite strong, but I'm not as nimble and as flexible as this wonderful chap here. So yeah, in a nutshell, what does nature mean to you?
What does nature mean to me? Nature, wow. We are nature. That's what it means to me. It's like exploring what I am, exploring how I relate to the world around me, you know. And this is what I love about being in trees. It's like every branch is unique, and every hold is different, and every moment can be a different challenge, an opportunity to dance with this beautiful creation that is endlessly surprising. So in a nutshell, what does nature mean to me? Wow, that's a big question, bro.
It is a big question, and I think for myself, nature is a way of managing my ADHD symptoms. Nature is a very stimulating environment. Climbing trees, it's very physical, and it's a way to practice solitude. And as I've discussed on my other videos, spending more time in nature for me personally, and I'm sure that it might resonate with you on a similar level, is a way of maybe connecting with something that is higher, you know, a higher power than us. Whatever you want to label that power, Mother Nature, the earth, God, the universe. Nature is a way to reconnect with something that we are a part of, because humanity, we've sort of got to a point in modernity where we like to think of ourselves as separate from nature, and we have all of this wonderful technology, but in actual fact, as I've said on many of my other videos, we're no real different to the birds that sing in the trees and the trees themselves.
Yeah, it's interesting what you say, man, tapping in with, God and spirit and a deeper nature. That's also how I see it as well. I feel like there's like multiple layers of nature, our nature, you know, and being in this physical nature, being in a tree, that's a beautiful example. That's what most people would refer to as nature. I'm going to go into nature, and that would mean go into the, into the forest or into the wild. I feel like the difference is between man-made nature, we could say, or man-made structures. They have a certain kind of squareness to them.
That rigidity.
A rigidity, a kind of, at times, a coldness. Like, I actually find it challenging to be in a square room sometimes, like because there's no straight lines in nature. When I get out into the forest, into a tree, into the bush, it's like everything is breathing, it's alive, and it's curvaceous, and it's quirky, it's unique. It's not standardized. It's always evolving to its environment, and maybe there's so many lessons that come through nature, and that could be one of them too, that how we evolve to our environment, how we are actually entwining with what is around us, and with, again, where's the line between what is around us and what is within us? For me, it's like the bridging of these worlds, of my world within and into this beautiful world around.
Very beautiful words, and I think from what I take what you were saying from that is almost how nature is very adaptable. And that is how we can be as humans as well. We can adapt to many different situations, and nature is more free-flowing in comparison to, obviously, as Benji was saying, about man-made structures being a bit more sort of within conformity and sort of rigid lines. But I just think the more organic side of nature, like Benji was saying, when you get up in a tree, when you get your bare feet on the ground, as you will have seen on my many other videos, it is just a very beautiful way, a very tactile way of just connecting with the earth. And as I've said, guys, on a lot of my other videos, grounding is wonderful, not just for the actual sensory sort of stimulation, but it's proven by science to reduce inflammation and reduce stress, and it's all done through the earth's magnetic field. The same magnetic field that reflects the solar radiation that you'll see in the North Poles when you see the aurora borealis.
It's this element of like remembering what we may have forgotten, the remembrance. It seems like we're born into the world, and we're born into a certain culture and a family where there is levels of normal, what is considered normal. However, as I've been traveling for this last 13 years, one's version of normal Each family and each village's version of normal is different town to town. Remembering what we've forgotten, like to get into a tree, to do something out of the ordinary, to test our limits, explore our edges and our boundaries, and see what shifts there, you know, like getting into the extreme cold or climbing a tree, feeling the primal fear, the biological mechanisms, and tapping into our deeper psychology through more intense or deeper physiology. It's a fantastic way to learn about oneself and remember, you know, what is actually the full spectrum of what being human can be. And is.
But as this channel grows, I will be getting more people on here, and I'm sure Benji will be back on here. And just to finish it off, I will put the link down in the description below. All of this talk, essentially, Benji has actually got his own business, which is a wonderful idea and a wonderful business.
Thank you for the microphone, my friend. Yeah, so we're with The Way of Play. The Way of Play. Go check us out on Instagram, the.wayofplay. We're rechilding, rewilding, and retribing the nation, bringing through this revolution. Again, remembering what does it feel like to be connected with our passion and purpose, our sense of aliveness and curiosity in tribe, gathering around the fire, singing songs, climbing the trees, exploring these edges, pushing the boundaries, getting weird, getting funky, getting groovy, and loving life. This is what we're all about with The Way of Play.
And fully attest to that because, you know, having met Benji and just climbing a tree together, it's, again, these things are always way more enjoyable when there's a sense of community and when you can do it with other like-minded people. So that's Talks in Nature today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace out.
Love, love, love. Love, 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 love.
Love, love, love.